All right, good morning.
Good morning.
What we want to do is share some tips about the Jaguars' upcoming season. I know that this year is going to be a little bit different than some of the years in the past with the additional ticket sales, and we just want to remind the public of some important tips that will help you get to the game and get to the game on time. First of all, the crowds are much larger this year than they were last year, and this is going to extend some of the traffic time while people are commuting to the stadium complex. Remember, at 1:30 kickoffs, we also are competing with the religious services that are leaving about the same time that the maximum amount of people are coming to the Jaguar games. So we need to be mindful of that and try to leave a little earlier if we can. The best way to get to the stadium by far is the shuttle services. JTA provides a shuttle from 5 different locations all over the city. You can look at those locations at the jacksheriff.org website or the JTA website. The shuttles have priorities. They drop off right in front of the stadium, and they're the first ones to be able to leave the sports complex post-game. So shuttles are always the best ones. 2 streets that are underutilized are Monroe Street and Beaver Street. So if you're parking on the west side of the sports complex, the parking garages, Lot Z, or any of the parking lots on the west side of the stadium, Monroe Street and Beaver Street are underutilized streets, and you get a better flow coming to the building. Also, it's important that everybody knows where their parking spaces are prior to game day. So if you're not sure where your parking lot is, go online. There's a map that gives you instructions on how to get to your parking areas, but you need to be mindful of where your parking lot is. Another tip is, if you have to cross a bridge to get to the sports complex area, it's better to cross a bridge closest to your parking area, not necessarily closest to your home. For example, if you live in San Marco or Riverside and you're parking off Talleyrand Boulevard, don't come over the Main Street Bridge or the Acosta Bridge and come all the way down Bay Street. What you should do is take Atlantic Boulevard, come over the Hart Bridge, and that'll get you right to Talleyrand. That way, it's a smoother transition into your parking areas. And then lastly, we want to make sure that everybody knows there's no closed roads pre-game in the sports complex area. You can get anywhere you need to go pre-game. And we have signboards and we have officers in the street that can help you get to where you need to go. But just be mindful that the closer you can get to the sports complex area, to your parking area, is better than trying to get your normal rotation. So just look at that and make it easier for everybody else.
What about the heat situation at the stadium this weekend?
The heat, it's going to be a very hot game. I'm glad you asked, Dan. What we need to do is make sure that you're hydrated. The Jaguars and Winn-Dixie has been very generous in providing reduced costs for water. So make sure that you stay well hydrated. Be mindful of your alcohol consumption. It's going to be very hot in that stadium for a 1 o'clock kickoff this Sunday. So be prepared for that. Dress appropriately. What
about parking fees in the area?
Parking fees are the standard fees that they've had during all of the Jaguar games. There's some general parking that's still available. Some of the spots vary in prices. Closer to the stadium is more expensive, and the farther away is a little bit less expensive.
And when we talk about a full house, how many in this building?
Over 60,000 we're expecting for this game. I think it will be considered a sellout. So we're very excited about that. We're looking forward to a good season. We'll have a full complement of officers inside and outside to help people get to and from how they need to. And we're looking forward to it. We think we have a good plan together, and it's going to be fine.